Welcome back to the show. It is going to be a great weekend to get outside, and in my biased opinion, the beach is one of the best places to do that. So we're going to check back in with Hannah, who's at Carson Beach. Hannah, what's going on now?
Well, Kwani, now we got to tell you what this is all about. I'm joined now by head of racing for the head of the Charles Regatta, Brendan Mulvey, also known as Beach Boy Brendan this week because of his role with Boston Beach Sprints. Brendan, explain what this event is.
All right, so beach sprints is a newer discipline where athletes will start on the beach. Today, that's our flags, that's our start line. They're going to run down to the boats, jump in, race out on our course, round the far buoy, and race back to the beach and finish by running through the finish line.
And this is unique because it's head-to-head, so it's whoever physically crosses the finish line wins, right?
Yeah, much more exciting in head-to-head racing. It's short and kind of redlining the whole time.
All right, well, we have two amazing athletes who are going to show us what it's all about. So we have Sarah and Liz. They're going to start up there. Brendan is going to be our boat holder, which is a real position. So he's in there. Sarah and Liz are both now getting in the water. They've run down. They're now going to row. Once they get situated, they're going to row out to the buoy. Like Brendan said, this is about 1/3 of a normal course. There's typically 3 buoys that will go all the way out. They'll slalom between them, and then it's a straight race back. So they are going head-to-head right now. It looks like we have some signals. So is that what they're doing, giving some signals here?
Yep. So the boat handlers, another part of their role is while the athletes are rowing away from shore, they can give them some direction to help them steer the course. Today it's just the one buoy, but in a full course, they'd be kind of weaving between 2 and 3 buoys.
Okay, and so we have mentioned a few times here that, Brendan, this is the newest discipline for LA 2028 Olympic Games. And Boston, head of the Charles Regatta, you guys have really been really big advocates for this and really hyping it up. Why was that important to you?
We thought this was a very exciting discipline, and it's still growing in the U.S., so we wanted to give it more exposure and use our platform to help promote.
Absolutely. Okay, and we just saw there almost a tie. We're all in for the fun today. But that is how exciting it is there at the end. It's a really fun event, giving them a platform here today. 3 days of racing this weekend. It starts tomorrow. What can people expect throughout Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
We've got kind of preliminary rounds tomorrow evening, but throughout the weekend we have some of the top athletes in the world coming, as well as junior and masters athletes, so across all age ranges, and some people are very experienced or trying it for the first time, so we're excited to be here again.
Absolutely. Well, that is the really cool thing, is that this is, it's based here in Boston. Head of the Charles, obviously, a huge international event. And you guys, like you mentioned, have athletes coming from all over. And some of these athletes we may see in LA. Is that right?
Yeah, and this weekend we've got the reigning world champion, Chris Bach, participating, as well as athletes coming from New Zealand, Puerto Rico, Brazil. So it should be very exciting.
And I do want to mention that we saw these ladies racing solo, but there's also a doubles boat.
Yep, the main disciplines are singles and then a mixed double, so a male and female combination.
And we'll see all of that this weekend.
Yep, we've got the full complement.
Amazing. All right, well, Brendan, this is just a taste, too. We're going to get this, and then we're going to go into the head of the Charles this fall.
Yep.
So lots of good stuff.
We'll keep it going. Happy to be in Boston.
Amazing. Well, Brendan, thank you so much. Ladies, thank you very much. Look at they're all smiles, Kwani.
I'm smiling, too. You can't see me. But, Hannah, are you going to get out there? I need to know what's going on after this.
Okay. You know what? I knew you would ask, Kwani. I am dying to get out there. They do have a clinic tomorrow morning that I think is almost full, but I'm trying to squeeze my way in there. But I always like to get my hands dirty and my feet wet in something, and this looks like a lot of fun. The other thing I love about this sport is that there's such great camaraderie, and so they've been very encouraging of getting me out on the water. But Kwani, I didn't take my shoes off yet, so I think I have a little ways to go to get in there.